Please remain standing and join Noah Struby, Bachelor of Arts, Music Performance, Class of 2023 degree candidate, in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. Please be seated. Thank you, Noah, for that lovely performance. My name is Charles Isbell. I am the Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs and Provost here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our Winter 2023 commencement. As Provost here at UW-Madison, I work with the deans of all the schools and colleges to ensure that we are offering academic programs and an overall educational experience that is second to none. Our faculty and staff pride themselves on our deep commitment to undergraduate, graduate, and professional education. And I'm very proud of the hard work and effort put forth by each and every faculty and staff member here on our campus. I want to take a moment to acknowledge that the land that UW-Madison inhabits is the ancestral home of the Ho-Chunk Nation. Which is one of the 12 First Nations of Wisconsin. Today, our stage includes the flags of the United States, the state of Wisconsin, and the flag of the Ho-Chunk Nation. These flags are symbols of our commitment to work towards the well-being of citizens of the state, the nation, and the world. This is an important step in UW-Madison's Our Shared Future initiative, which is an ongoing effort to educate the campus and the broader community on the Ho-Chunk Nation and the history it shares with this university. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce to you the members of our official party, who are some of the people who will make this university the remarkable place that it is. I'm going to ask each one of you to rise, if you are able, when your name is called, and to remain standing. I will also ask the audience to please hold your applause until all members of the party have been introduced. Chancellor Jennifer Mnookinand. Jay Rothman, President, Universities of Wisconsin. Michael Finley, our keynote speaker. William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School. Shobia Cheka, Associate Dean of the School for Medicine and Public Health. Glenda Gillespie, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science. Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education. Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing. Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. Lori Reeser, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Charlie Hoslett, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Rob Kramer, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Kyle Weatherly, Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents. Jnae Thompson, our Class of 2023 speaker. Daniel Takagi, Dean of the Law School. Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering. Terry Warfield, Senior Associate Dean of the Wisconsin School of Business. Soyeon Shim, Dean of the School of Human Ecology. Mel DeVilleris, Vice Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Christina Olstad, Dean of Students. Cynthia Chakowski, Interim Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Education. Diana Harvey, Vice Chancellor for Strategic Communications. Nancy Lynch, Vice Chancellor for Legal Affairs. Paul Robbins, Dean of the Nielsen Institute for Environmental Studies. Jeff Russell, Dean for the Division of Continuing Studies and Vice Provost for Lifelong Learning. Carl Martin, Dean of Extension. Francis Vavris, Dean and Vice Provost of the International Division. Scott Ochatik, University Registrar. Heather Daniels, Secretary of the Faculty. Susan Thibault, Chair of the University Committee, which is the Executive Committee of the Faculty Senate, and Professor, School of Medicine and Public Health. Please join me in welcoming these official party members. You may be seated. It is now my honor to introduce more formally Chancellor Jennifer Mnookinand. Chancellor Mnookinand is the 30th leader in the university's 175-year history and one of the nation's top legal scholars. She has spent her academic career at top research universities, both public and private, including UCLA and the University of Virginia, and now UW-Madison. She has also been a visiting professor of law at Harvard Law School and holds degrees from Harvard, Yale, and MIT. During Chancellor Mnookinand's tenure here, the university has been designated as a National Center for Innovation and Economic Prosperity and recognized as one of the top institutions in the country for opening the doors to opportunity for our graduates. The Chancellor is deeply committed to UW-Madison's unique brand of educational excellence that brings leading-edge research and scholarship into the classroom and shapes the student experience around a mission of public service. And she is also deeply committed to supporting each of our talented graduates on their path toward a life that's meaningful and satisfying. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Jennifer Mnookinand.
Thank you. Some other speakers are going to need to raise the podium a little bit in just a few minutes. But thank you so much, Provost Isbell, and good morning, everyone. Proud family and friends up in the stands, please join me in another big congratulations for the amazing class of 2023. Excellent. Thank you. In the best Badger spirit, you've all come to this class fully prepared. Now, graduates, let's return the favor and show some love for the people who helped you reach this moment, both the ones in this room today and the ones who can't be here today, but helped you along the way. Let's give family and friends a big round of applause. Now today, we confer degrees on 1,966 of you, following a tradition begun in 1854. And more than 1,300 of you are here with us here in person. So let's hear from you about how you feel about graduation day. All right, make some noise. Now, where are our degree candidates from the law school and School of Medicine and those earning doctoral degrees? Make some noise if you're in those groups. How about master's degree candidates? Nice. Undergraduates, it's your turn. Congratulations. Now, there are two groups that I do want to specially acknowledge. Veterans, active duty military personnel, and those in the reserves, whether down here or up in the stands. Please rise as you are able, so we may offer our thanks for your service to this country. Thank you for your service. And those graduates here today who are their first in their family to earn a college degree or a graduate degree, Please stand as you are able so we can congratulate you. That is beautiful. Congratulations. The only possible thing better than having the Kohl Center filled with happy graduates and proud family and friends is knowing that in just a short few minutes, we are going to hear from NBA All-Star and UW-Madison alum, Michael Finley. I am so thrilled that he's made this journey back to Madison to be with us this morning. Thank you, Michael, and welcome back to your Badger home. Now, one more welcome back is in order to another Badger basketball legend who went on to NBA fame, a great athlete who left us without receiving a degree to play for the Dallas Mavericks. After 20 years and much hard work, he graduates today as an outstanding member of the class of 2023. Devin Harris, where are you? Congratulations. There, yay. That's really cool. Congratulations. Provost Isbell, thank you for welcoming us all this morning in true Badger style, and also for leaving the great state of Georgia earlier this year to join us in the even greater state of Wisconsin. You are going to get through the cold winter, I promise, but he thinks today is cold, so we've got a little bit of work yet to do. I also want to say a word of appreciation to the UW Board of Regents, represented today by Regent Kyle Weatherly and President Jay Rothman, and I thank them for being here with us today and for their leadership. And where are the faculty and instructional staff who are here? Where are you? Raise your hands. Excellent. There is no faculty at any university quite like ours here at UW-Madison. In every endeavor and in every way, they truly embody the great tradition of the Wisconsin idea, answering the call to teach and innovate for the public good. As we honor and celebrate today's graduates, we also honor and celebrate our outstanding faculty and instructional staff. Thank you so much, and let's give you a round of applause. Now, every graduating class is special, but the class of 2023 has a unique distinction. You are earning your degrees in quite a moment, the 175th anniversary of our great university. I'm wearing a pin to commemorate that. It's pretty cool. It's got a long word, demisemi-septicentennial. Say that 5 times fast and you'll get a prize. And to honor that history, I want to share a story about a student who came to Madison almost 80 years ago to study mechanical engineering, and who might be the only Badger ever portrayed by Tom Hanks in an Oscar-winning movie. Now, I'm guessing that a great many of the parents in the room, and I think probably many of you too, might have seen the movie Apollo 13. Yes? Raise your hands if you've seen it. All right, sure enough, more in the stands than here. Check it out. It's worth a watch. But whether you've seen the movie or not, most of you know a line from it. It might be one of the most famous lines in American cinema. Houston, we have a problem. That was the actor Tom Hanks portraying Commander Jim Lovell, who arrived here in Madison to study engineering back in 1946. Commander Lovell stood right here just a few years ago to accept an honorary degree from this institution. Houston, we have a problem. That captured the sentiment. Maybe not Lovell's exact words, but it may be one of the greatest understatements in history, cinematic or real. Lovell and his crew were 2 days, and 200,000 miles from Earth, speeding to the moon at 11,000 miles an hour when an explosion crippled their spacecraft. They had to abandon ship and squeeze into a tiny lunar module to try to get back to Earth. And that was just the beginning. They were running out of oxygen, and the only air filters that could save them were the wrong shape for the module. They had to invent a way to put a square peg in a round hole. It seemed like an impossible task, but working together as a team, working in the ways that Jim Lovell learned to work here at UW-Madison, they did the impossible. Just as you will do on your own journey that continues and commences today. Some will tell you that some of the problems facing our world and our planet just might be impossible to solve. So my message to you today is simple. Don't believe it. Do not be deterred by what others may have labeled impossible. Some of you have already done near impossible things. Some of you earned your degrees while balancing significant family responsibilities and work obligations that may have felt almost impossible at times. Some of you have no family history of the college world before you came to us here at UW, and many things might have been a step harder for you, and that too might at times have felt nearly impossible. Most of you have learned to connect with people from different backgrounds and sometimes profoundly different ideas, and sometimes those conflicts and disagreements may feel nearly impossible as well. And I bet nearly all of you had at least one class at some point during your education that seemed, well, maybe not impossible, but almost insurmountable. Philosophy 211, anyone? Fluid mechanics? Comp Sci 300? There's a lot of tough courses out there, and I bet almost all of you may have had one of your own. A few of you have been part of national championship teams, including our amazing Badger women's hockey team and our volleyball team that played their hearts out this season and gave us plenty to cheer about. And they too faced hard things along the way. And all of you, every one of you, is part of a great Badger tradition of stepping up even when that may feel beyond hard. It's a tradition that inspired outstanding Badgers to do amazing things, like designing the national park system, creating the field of stem cell science, conceiving our social security system, which has lifted more people above the poverty line than any program in the United States. We have a tradition that has allowed us to do things like invent weather satellite technology that helps us prepare for disasters and save countless lives every year. And right now, today, as we gather here in celebration, faculty and students, some of you have been involved in being hard at work, inventing promising new technologies that can scrub excess carbon dioxide from our atmosphere, figuring out how fast we need to scale those to try to combat global warming, and so many other amazing things that feel so hard and yet so worthwhile. Some of those feel, on some days, almost as impossible and urgent as what Jim Lovell and his team from NASA faced more than half a century ago. As I look out at all of you, the newest graduates from one of the galaxy's greatest universities, I see problem solvers. I see outstanding innovators committed to working for the public good in the best tradition of the Wisconsin idea. And that is why I say to you with confidence today, Houston, we are going to find solutions. It's here in every one of you in this momentous year of our own university's history. You are ready to go out and take on the impossible. And I can't wait to see what you do next. Wherever your path leads, I hope for you and I believe for you that you will always share a deep connection to this place and to one another. I hope you will stay in each other's lives, and I hope you will be back to visit us often. I promise you, you will always find a warm welcome here. And so, class of 2023, I say to you my warmest congratulations, and on Wisconsin. Thank you. It's now my great pleasure to introduce our Regent spokesperson for today, Regent Kyle Weatherly. His bio is in my book, but not on screen, so I'm going to grab it here so that I can give you, so that I'm not just doing it from memory. Here we go. Hold on one second. Voila. So here's some things I know about Kyle Weatherly. He's a proud Badger alumnus with an MPA in public management, and he's got a BA in political science and history from this university. Between those degrees, he worked for Habitat for Humanity, he worked as an AmeriCorps volunteer, and he also worked for AmeriCorps in both California and here in Madison. He's also a high-tech entrepreneur with a knack for turning good ideas into multi-million-dollar companies that do well by doing good in the world. Another example of innovation for the public good. Now, I've gotten to know Kyle as a creative thinker with a passion for people and ideas. Some of you might recognize him because he comes periodically to sit in on classes here just for the chance to interact with you, with some of our students and instructors. If you have met Kyle, you also might have noticed that he doesn't really dress like too many business execs. He really doesn't like suits and ties. So, you know, he's wearing sneakers today, as he should. And despite being an avid pickleball player and wearing Velcro shoes, he wants you to know that he is, I believe, the youngest member of our Board of Regents. So please join me in a very warm welcome for Regent Kyle Weatherly.
Thank you, Chancellor Mnookinand, and thank you for adjusting the podium to not only your height, but also my height. Good morning, Madison. All right, come on, one more time. Good morning, Madison. There we go. It's an honor to speak with you this morning. On behalf of the Board of Regents, I congratulate you. I also extend our congratulations and, frankly, deep appreciation to your friends and family joining us today. Can we give them another round of applause? I sat in this exact same building 22 years ago, but back there, 200 feet. So if you're in the fifth to last row, I was sitting maybe in the same chair. So extra special congratulations to you folks back there. And to be honest, I don't remember a single word the regent with the goofy hat and the wizard robe said. In fact, I had no idea what a regent was. So, with that humbling memory in mind, I will be brief. And I will narrow my advice to 2 items. And that advice only applies for the next 24 hours. It is, you might call it, the Snapchat of commencement talks. First, if you find yourself getting home late with friends tonight, as I did, please, no matter how appealing it may seem, do not pour a gallon of lighter fluid on a curbside couch and throw a match on it. This is not only because 30-year-old couches, and I can assure you of this, burn with the heat of 1,000 suns, but also because you have worked far too long to spend your first morning as a college grad brunching with law enforcement. Second, and on a more serious note, when I left the Kohl Center on my graduation day, I spent the afternoon with my parents and grandparents who have since passed. And I spent the rest of the day with my roommates who are now lifelong friends. My memories from those moments have lasted ever since. So take some time today to enjoy the people who have been on this incredible, fantastic journey with you. Thank you for listening. Congratulations again, and on Wisconsin.
Our keynote speaker today is a true pro on and off the basketball courts, and we are so proud to call him one of our own. He is also, as a basketball player, taller than me, so I'm going to raise the podium for him as I introduce him. Good, okay. Michael Finley played for the Badgers from 1991 through 1995, becoming one of the top athletes to ever wear a UW jersey. He helped lead the Badgers to the 1994 NCAA tournament and left UW as the program's all-time leading scorer. We retired his number 24 jersey last year, and it hangs above you in the Kohl Center today. That's how much he means to this institution. He went on to a distinguished 15-year career in the NBA, playing for the Phoenix Suns, the Dallas Mavericks, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Boston Celtics. He was a two-time NBA All-Star and won a national championship with the Spurs in 2007. Today, Mr. Finley is a Hollywood film producer, a generous philanthropist, and the Assistant General Manager and Vice President of Basketball Operations for the Dallas Mavericks. Please join me in a warm, true Badger welcome to a true Badger legend, Michael Finley.
I guess you could have came up just a little bit more. What's up, Badger Nation? It's glad to be home. Home to the original cheese curds. I miss those. But it's always good to be home. So greetings, Chancellor Mnookinand, distinguished faculty, alumni, family and friends, and most importantly, to our All-Stars, the class of 2023. Thank you for that warm welcome and for inviting me to be a part of your special day. I've made some incredible memories here on this campus over the years, hearing the final buzzer at the old field house when we beat the Fab Five of Michigan. Yeah. Watching the March Madness selection show, and for the first time in 47 years, hear their announcers say, the Wisconsin Badgers. Standing on this court just last year and seeing my jersey lifted higher and higher till it reached its new permanent home in the Raptors. Oh, there it is, it's on the screen. I was wondering where it was. It's still here, yes. But nothing compares to this moment, this honor to serve as your commencement speaker. Looking out at all of you, I see future leaders in the communities, boardrooms, academia, the halls of government, the arts, and more. But if I'm being honest, I see a lot of blurry eyes out there and a lot of yawning. Okay, how many of you made a trip to Wando's or KK's this week? How about State Street Brats or the Nitty Gritty, the birthday bar? That's what we used to call it. Okay. How many of you made a visit to all of them? Hey, don't worry about it. I've been there. Those are some of my favorite places. And remember, I'm the guy who tweeted I would pay the bar tab for all the students who attended the 2014 Final Four in Dallas. And a lot of you came out there, and it was a pretty hefty tab, but we had a great time. Because, you know, big milestones deserve big celebrations, and this one is huge. you should be proud. You put in the hours, you've written all the papers, you passed all the tests, you sung your heart out to varsity. You jumped around at Camp Randall. Now you're ready to take your talents to the world and make your own dents. But even with all the preparation, it's natural to have questions and worries about your future, the world, your place in it. And that's okay. I did too. Now I'm sure some of you are thinking it's easy for me to say that I was an NBA prospect. But growing up in Maywood, Illinois, I was far from that. I was anything but a sure bet. There was no Victor Wembanyama high school hype about me, no social media with thousands of millions of followers, no projections that I would even become a Badger, let alone make it to the NBA and play against some of the GOATs like MJ, LeBron, or Kobe, or eventually work for sharks like Mark Cuban. No, I didn't even have the raw talent, for example, of a kid from Milwaukee by the name of Devin Harris. Devin is actually here with us today, as you guys saw. He's graduating with all of us, with all of you. And I'd just like to say, I'm very proud of you, young man. Very proud of you. No, back then, I was just an average player. So when I entered Proviso East High School, I went one step at a time. When I was on the freshman team, when I was a freshman, I played on the freshman team. When I was a sophomore, I played on the sophomore team. But I learned that the fast track isn't always the best track. You can miss valuable things that way. I learned about patience and humility. That growth doesn't come when everyone is watching, but by how you work when nobody is. By my junior year in high school, I finally made the varsity, along with two amazing players by the name of Donnie Boyce and Sherelle Ford. We were given the nickname the Three Amigos, and we became a powerhouse in basketball in the state of Illinois. But still, in terms of attention from college coaches and scouts, I was definitely considered the third amigo. The interest in me was close to nada, for you Spanish speakers out there. I averaged just 10 points and 5 rebounds that year. So to be quite honest, at that point, my focus was on getting an academic scholarship. My mom would tell me that basketballs deflate, but your education is forever. And she made it a point to give my National Honor Society certificate a prominent place in her living room amongst all my basketball trophies. But still, it ate me up that I always was overlooked on the court. But that kept me hungry. That made me always go 100%, no matter what the circumstances were. And during one basketball camp, that attitude paid off. The camp was packed with high school stars from across the country. I just wasn't considered one of them. So I got placed in a late, low-stakes makeup game, so to speak. Most of the coaches and scouts had gone. There were no media or crowd buzz. It was just scattered people in an empty gym. It was like playing in the shell. I don't know if you guys have played in the shell. That's where I was playing. But luckily for me that day, two of the people that decided to stay were Badgers. Head coach Steve Yoder and his assistant, Ray McCallum. I was so excited because as a Chicago kid, Big Ten hoops was my NBA. It meant everything that Coach Yoder would take a chance on a skinny kid like me. So years later, I asked Coach, what did I do that made an impression on him? And he said it was because while others were going half speed, I was going full speed. I was giving it everything. The other guys might play the game like it was low stakes, but I was going to give a championship effort. Class of 2023, that attitude is how you made it to this day. And as you get ready to tackle the challenges of our time, step on the gas even harder. Keep giving it 100%, even if you're not sure it will be seen or rewarded. I'm living proof that if you keep the faith, eventually your dreams can come true. Now, thank you. Now, you can't reach the rafters of life alone. You need a community. And in my community, I had that. I had that in my mom, my grandma, my sisters, my niece and nephew, who are here today, both physically and in spirit. It didn't matter if it was rain or snow, they always made that 140-mile drive from Maywood to Madison to support me. And graduates, I know all of you have a community here. I would like all of them to stand if you can, or wave. Friends and family, okay? This is your chance. Wave. I love it. Class of 2023, let's give them a round of applause because this is their day too. Graduates, gratitude, never forget that. Always make time for them, no matter where your next chapter is. FaceTime or call your parents or loved ones. And keep your Badger family close as well. Your personal community will always have your back. I developed a lot of close friendships here with folks who reminded me of my community back home. People like my former teammates, Tracy Webster and Howard Moore, both who were very instrumental in my success on and off the court. But I also had to learn how to cultivate a broader community. My neighborhood in Maywood was 95% black. Here in Madison, my reality was the opposite. For the first time in my life, I walked into classrooms and dorms where I was the only person of color. And like any person experiencing that for the first time, there was a voice in my head that said, keep to yourself, stay away, don't get engaged, stick to what you know. But I decided to do the opposite, to open myself up. I made lifelong friends that way, from all different backgrounds. And when I had a chance to leave school and go pro before my junior and senior years, I told the NBA, it can wait. I wasn't ready. I still had more to learn here at Wisconsin. Again, skipping no steps. And that was the right call for me. 4 years at Wisconsin prepared me for my career and for the world. Just look at my career. My friends and my teammates. Dirk Nowitzki was from Germany. Steve Nash was from Canada. Tony Parker was from France. Manu Ginobili was from Argentina. Tim Duncan was from the Virgin Islands. And Nick Van Exel was from nearby Kenosha, Wisconsin. We didn't allow labels or backgrounds to dictate how we supported and cared for each other. It didn't just make us a better people, but it made our teams better. That's how champions roll, by playing and living unselfishly. But like my old coach, Greg Popovich, said more bluntly, you got to get over yourself and realize it takes a group to get things done. Thank you. There's a lesson in there that feels even more important in today's world. Just last month, we saw a hateful neo-Nazi march here at the state capitol. It is the kind of thing that we're not supposed to see here in America, and certainly not here in Madison. We're not about that. This is the place that taught me to love and respect our differences. This is the place that prepared all of us to meet this moment, not just with our diplomas, but with our community. Class of 2023, I ask that you help people open themselves up to others, to help them be more curious and empathetic, to try to see the best in each other, not the worst. Wisconsin did that for me. I know it did that for so many of you. So let's all of us use what we learned here to build a future with less judgment and more understanding. And don't be afraid to pave your own paths. The world is going to try to pigeonhole you, try to compare you and others to say, you're the next this, or you're the next that. I felt that pressure a lot. Growing up in Chicago, I wanted to be the next Michael Jordan. Hey, every kid in Chicago wanted to be the next Michael Jordan. His posters were all over my wall. I used to press play on the videotape, on his videotape, Come Fly With Me, every night, so I would hear in my dreams him talking about beating Georgetown or those Detroit Pistons. And one day, my dream came true. I won a contest in high school to play Michael Jordan one-on-one. It's true. It's all over YouTube, my curly hair and everything. If it's anyone from the tech department who knows how to take that off YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. But then something magical happened that day. I beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. Hold the applause. No, I'm just kidding. He kicked my butt. MJ didn't let anyone beat him, not even a little kid. But to be quite honest, that wasn't even my main concern. Playing him one-on-one, I just didn't want to accidentally hurt him. I can remember one play in particular, MJ drove the ball, and I hit him on the thigh so hard that my heart jumped out of my chest. It was scary because the Bulls were in the midst of the playoffs, and he took time to play against me. So the one thing I didn't want to do was hurt him and hurt their chances of winning championship, and also have the whole city of Chicago coming after me because I hurt Michael Jordan. Thankfully, he was okay after that brief incident. But that just shows you how obsessed I was with being like Mike. But that was true even in the pros. I remember way back in 2000, it was early 2000s, with the Mavericks, we had just signed Dennis Rodman. He played with us for 12 games, and it was shortly after he had played 3 straight championship teams with the Bulls. And I remember one game, we were down, and we have the ball. Coach Don Nelson at the time calls a timeout, and he draws up the play for me to take the game-winning shot. So as we're walking on the court, Dennis pulls me to the side and says, you know, Michael would take this to the basket. I said, okay. So you know what that meant for me? I was going to take it to the basket. I was going to be like Mike. So the whistle blows, the ball comes to me, I put my head down, and I drive to the basket, and I miss. So the final horn sounds, we lose, and Dennis is walking off the court. He grabs me by the shoulder, and he says, well, young man, I guess you're not Michael Jordan. In the moment, it was funny, but it kind of hurt too. But that just goes to show you the world doesn't need another Michael Jordan, and I realized that over time. I realized that the greatest gift that I can offer the world was to be the best Michael Finley I could be. And what's that, you may ask? A basketball player, an all-star, a world champion, a community member, a founder of a foundation dedicated to the well-being of young people, a businessman, an executive with the Dallas Mavericks, an investor in films, real estate, and other ventures, a family man, a husband, a dad, a son, a brother, an uncle, and grandson, and of course, always a Badger. That's my mark on this world, and every single one of you is now prepared with this world-class education that can help make yours. As you get ready to walk across the stage, remember, there's no blueprint on how to pave your personal path from here. But if I could offer one piece of advice, it's this: resist the temptation to become something or someone you're not. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. At minimum, it'll save you a lot of heartbreak, and more importantly, it's the way to win and help the world around you win too. We have a mantra with the team in Dallas: are you doing everything to win? But what is winning? Winning is a term used and thrown around loosely every day. But winning is a way of life. It's a commitment to working hard, doing what's right, willing to sacrifice for you and the betterment of the team. Graduating from this great university, you are a winner. But you must continue to grow from your UW experience to keep winning. As you get ready to start this new chapter, I urge all of you to stay connected to the community that you've built here. You may be leaving UW, but UW would never leave you. This campus isn't just a place from my past, it's a very real part of my present and my future. It's where I learned about the world, myself, and others. It's where I made and where I maintain my closest friendships, and this will always be a part of me. You may leave this campus, but you're joining our alumni family. We'll always be here for you, and we know you'll keep making us proud. So graduates, continue to demonstrate your dedication in showing the world the leaders you are. Thank you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2023, and on Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Michael, for those incredible remarks. Let's give another round of applause to the amazing Michael Finley. That was fantastic. Now at this time, we will confer our doctoral, law, and medical professional degree candidates. I now call upon William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, and Master of Fine Arts will please rise as they are able. Please rise. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have devoted significant time to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended theses or presented exhibitions that have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions, signifying scholarly or professional achievement in their respective fields. They are presented for the highest academic recognition in their fields given by the university, the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Master of Fine Arts.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, you will receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Master of Fine Arts. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates can be seated. I now call upon Daniel Takaji, Dean of the Law School.
Candidates for the degrees Juris Doctorate and Master of Laws, legal institutions, please rise as you are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Takaji.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of courses in law. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the law school, I present these candidates for their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the law school and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Juris Doctor or Master of Laws, legal institutions. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates, you may be seated. I now call upon Shabina Cheda, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health.
Candidates for the degrees of Masters of Physician Assistant Studies and Masters of Public Health will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Associate Dean Cheda.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in Physician Assistant Studies or Public Health. Upon the recommendations of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, I present these candidates for degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree Master of Physician Assistant Studies or Master of Public Health. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates will please be seated. Congratulations to all of our doctoral, law, and medical professional degree candidates. Candidates will now cross the stage, have their name read, and receive their diploma folder. Graduates, please remain seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Doctoral degree candidates. Ha Nguyen. Tierra Porter Beal. Gabriela Oliveira. Kathleen Ann McCluskey. Srivishnan Aravanuitan. Anne Wieben.
Bonyan Kuda. Merve Surush. Brittany Nicole Washington. Lynn Defei Zhang. Emily Sutton. Mariama Dominique Carter. Hugo Lee. Brian Joseph Davis. Ashmita Rawal. Michael Corey Hagenow. Julian Bustamante. Ashley Henry. Abigail Margaret Lita. Elise Maximowski. Daniel Turner. Nathaniel Thomas Schleif. Lynn Song. Alexa Rose Wilson. Wu Lee. Corey Roseth. Mitch Alexander McNana. Megan Tabbitt. Juliet Piluski. Alexander Todd Duckworth. Larissa Nova. Lihu Liu. Angel Pachenko. Sina Field. Izette Escamo. Daniel Yuchen Chu. Expera Umaulo. Catherine Sen. William Cordell. Leah Elise Escalante. Wen Chi Shu. Iri Amezqua. Vincent Ogati. Hannah Rapp. Gia Harwanshi. Shai Inbar. Sean Ranella. Shannon Dillard. John Seifert. Yuga Brinner. Audrey Rose Fetzko. Thomas George Kruger. Ralph Mueller Train. Jinyuan Qian. Andrew Nine. Jason Ohan. Afa Rizayeva. Caitlin T. Moore. Benjamin Wayne Hall. Ruth Eisenberg. Naomi Eisenberg. Chi Yong. Mary Hannah Swanee. Lori Burgos. Michelle Dunton. Alicia Alexandra Trineda Guerra. Jillian Schott. Hillary DeKina. Rachel Louise Tritt. Luisa Fernando Vasquez. Mary Grace Erickson. Juniper Abigail Lewis. Cody Allen Schilling. Rachel Perluski. Sarah Lord. Seth Spawn Lee. Rowan W. Morse. Kevin Mazarek. Jordan Stomps. Liz Anna Kozik. Itsong Young. Yilang Zhao. Victoria Obatsusin. Law School. Kyle Charles Rule. Luisa Adriana Meyer. Amina Zukic. Emily Liu Hawley. Kumau Faines. Talila Charles. Tiana Gray. Jane Maria Crocetti. School of Medicine and Public Health. Alex Dudek. Molly Olson. Olivia Steidel.
This is on there. Let's give another round of congratulations to our graduates who just got their diplomas. We're now moving to master's degrees, and I again call on William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School, who will present the candidates for master's degrees.
Candidates for the following master's degrees will please rise as you are able. Master of Accountancy, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Engineering, Master of International Public Affairs, Master of Music, Master of Professional French Studies, Master of Public Affairs, Master of Science, Master of Social Work. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the course of study for master's degrees. On the recommendation of the graduate faculty, I present these candidates for the master's degree in their respective fields.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, you will be admitted to the appropriate master's degree, and in testimony thereof, will receive your diploma. Congratulations to all of our master's degree candidates. Candidates, I now ask you to please be seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Master's degree candidates: Sherry Preston, Priscilla Tovar Perez, Luke Neuendorf, Vanessa O'Bricky, Harold Barker, Meng Meng Luo, Wen Xuan Zhao, Stephen Donaldson, Brennan Home, Ryan West. Zhuolun Zhong. Ryan Gom. Guprasand Vasananth Ramasash. Nick Raleigh. Gautam Senthil Kumar. Lena Lee. Marissa Cartwright. Drew Beatty. Bryce Alex. Jerusha Sisala. Yishan Wong. Heiyu Lee. Guangfu Liu. Ana Elisa Segura Lerma. Sherry Shi. Dan Chin. Alex Brannon. Andrea Figueroa. Christopher DuPont. Guaki Pili. Grant Banky. Jaden Babcock. Tiana Nicole Betosh. Grant Garavalia. Leonardo Ribeiro. Maria Elvira Cygnus Costa Smith. Haley Rogers. Pauline Stein. Jocelyn Chow. Molly Aslin. Natalie Steffes. Andrew Musto. Justin Billy. Diksha Muninand Kumar. Riley Doherty. Michael Horton. Michael Katzenberger. Kirsten Charles. Sandra Bloom. Sion Gan. Cameron Ruggles. Zachary James Pennard. Gwendolyn Inman. Da Chen. Jikwang Zheng. Catherine Grace Huseth. Ashley Elizabeth Mossert. Yuri Son. Mei Chin Shi. Lisa Slattery. Kathleen McKiddish. Jackson Mitchell Fox. Martin Stry. Yujin Zhao. Zi Chiang. Benjamin McCammon. Min Gi Chu. Yue Pan. Shu Yu Yen. Han Qing Tao. Yi Qing Yu. Timothy Koipi. Julie Tsai. Ethan Silvius. Salar Moini. Lucas Modal. Sichuel Gao. Yen Zhu. Yuanshu Ma. Li Hao Ho. Alexander Chung. Frank Lazar. Kimberly O'Brien. Elizabeth Danielle Lane. Emily Wicker. Hope Taylor Nolan. Caitlin B. Dudding. Diana Tomawong. Jeffrey N. Lewis Wright. Richard Imagwe. Ichuan Zhao. Lujan Chi. Natalia Encarpier. Jenna Pomrening. Shungfei Wang. Corey Bloomer. Ashlyn Schnell. Jennifer Lynn Evans. Hussein Abdi. Tristan McDonald. Annie Stanton, Valerie Leans, Laurel Cutright, Joshua Capodarco, Federico Copo, Nicholas Schmidt, Catherine Sandoval, Sarah Nicole Israel, Kimberly Sanchez Vasquez, Cameron Leroy, Marcus Medema, Tuba Safir, Megan Elizabeth Henry, Lin Hee Zhao, Caitlin Rose Keller, Olivia Lemke, Cade Amborn, Nishala Nading, Brazila Shrasta, Andrea Lynn Randall, Ella Gray, Madison Page Davis, Christy Bongle, Venthian Tu, Ziha Zhang, Wanru Zhao, Ian Cameron, Sweksha Shukla, Seungmin Lee, Sunwoo Zhou, Jada Griffin, Suryaja Machani, Jinyu Thao Ho, Mary Kate Onantenda Polito, Wen King Wei, Nian Lu, Yuhan Wang, Lindsay Marie Spellman, Anastasia Holm, Nin Li Yi, Ziming Li, Benjamin Reber, Samuel Scholes, Srimonia Singapuram, Ethan King Polage, Brennan Spencer, Matthew J. Bay, Nicholas Christopher Polruski, Michael Fertney, Alisa Seitz, Xianglong Gongyi, Joshua Scatrud, Yubin Duan, Shihan Lu, Ji Shu, Gurjot Singh, Katie Rasmussen, Sukhvir Singh, Jinkyo Jiong, Sanjanana Chandrashekhar, Bianca Fung, Courtney Jo Mihulka, Bryce Parker, Devin McCormick, Xiuju Fong, Bingru Jing, Jason Wang Yingji, Jim Zhang, Jing Ge, Korale Yeskendiverova, Chihui Chen, Kelly Eng, Jun Zhao Wang, Amani DeHolton, Tessie Tushin, David Constorum, Lauren McElliott, Yuhan Wang, Derek Wolf, Lexi Ray Westley, Charles Donovan, Jiaqing Li, Weiqing Jiang, Jeremy Fan, Roerhui Wan, Jinyi Chiu, Qiaojun Li, Corey Steinhauser, Christopher J. Siebert, Pan Shenshu, Jishuan Sun, Marissa Moy, Ziyi Yang, Zijian Wang, Shuiying Sun, Shu Ji, Dante Smith, Randy Selvey, Daniel Igrambabazi, Ricardo de Levante Rodriguez, Minjiong Ko, Xin Wei, Yi-Wen Ai, Yingfei Li, Hisun An, Yining Jia, Dong Gai, Paul William Steffen, He Lu, Yuan Fang, Han Wen Wan, Di Lan, Harsh Sahu, Jikai Shi, Osama Keshatafai, Kai Shokla,
Our student speaker today is a wonderful example of an undergraduate who came to campus with a strong will to learn and the determination to find the right path for herself. Jnae Thompson grew up in Racine, Wisconsin, and is earning a bachelor's degree today in African American Studies with a certificate in Gender and Women's Studies. During her time on campus, Jnae helped address food insecurity through her work with the local food pantry, and she advocated for social justice through her participation in the movement for Black Lives. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming to the podium Jnae Thompson, who will provide remarks on behalf of our graduates.
Thank you, Provost Isbell, for that welcoming introduction. And shout out to my parents who found out this morning that I would be giving this speech. Congratulations to a beautiful graduating class of go-getters, doers, and tinker thinkers. And thank you for this space to speak and address you all today. I am so honored and proud to share in this major life milestone with you all. UW-Madison is my home, especially the Black Cultural Center, where I learned to play spades and played Monopoly until 3 a.m. during finals week. And where else did I meet my chosen family, people who poured into me and loved me through the good and bad times. I want to start by sharing a quote from Lorraine Hansberry's play, The Sign in Sidney Bristeen's Window, which reads, I care about it all. It takes too much energy not to care. Yesterday, I counted 26 gray hairs on the top of my head, all from trying not to care. The why of why we are here is an intrigue for adolescence, and the how it must command the living. I borrow Hansberry's words today because this quote reminds me that at one point in her life, she may have been someone like me, someone looking over the campus, wondering who I am and why I'm here. And I know some of you may have felt that too. I saw myself in Hansberry's words like I do with many of the people I have learned about throughout my time here. And when I was younger, I never thought that it would be possible to be a part of the change I wish to see within my lifetime. I believe that everything I did today would be for the benefit for generations to come. But I am not Lorraine Hansberry, and all I can do is borrow her words. I had to make my own experiences and learn my own lessons. And one of my lessons started with my very first college assignment. I remember calling my father on the phone crying after receiving a 3 out of 5 on my first reading quiz in the first week of my freshman year. It was a general education Psychology 101 class, and I was absolutely devastated, feeling like I had no one to turn to and nowhere to go, and graduating felt comical at that point because of how distant it felt. My parents were there to remind me of the Jamaican values that they raised me with, such as the national motto, "Out of many, one people," reminding me and my brothers, CJ and Caleb, to stay resilient and that we are Thompsons, and if we lose everything, we have that with us at all times. And I look to my mother as an example of how to uphold these values with grace and beauty. Like many of you, I have come a long way since my first reading quiz, and somewhere along the way, I began to feel empowered by what I was learning and the work I was doing to understand more about myself and what it means to be a student. But my freedom to speak and act on my values does not overshadow my willingness to listen and learn about others' experiences, like being a caregiver and a student, or an athlete and a student, or working multiple jobs or shifts while balancing school. Your stories and experiences, even if they've never been shared, have value. They make us a community of strong-willed and outgoing people. And with social media at our fingertips and communication at an all-time high, it is important that we take the time to listen to ourselves and others. Since my first assignment, I have met professors along the way that make me feel proud to stand in the work that I do, especially my late professor, Tejumala Olaniyan, whose expertise in Black women's playwrights was foundational in my personal transition to African American studies and gender and women's studies. And it was my Freedom Inc. family that taught me to envision my path to liberation and that self-care is health-care, which I immediately adapted into my personal and professional philosophies. I've experienced a polar vortex, as well as a global pandemic, and became a community organizer at Freedom Inc. during the 2020 uprisings for the protests for the movements for Black lives. My best friends Chanel, Jared, and Shira, and my partner Jonathan have helped me develop in all aspects of my life and often taught me to love and laugh again through the good and bad times. Before I knew it, I had learned to rely on my community and the people around me for support and healing, reinforcing that nothing can dim the light that shines from within, as Maya Angelou would say. I am proud to say that I am standing here trying, celebrating, and healing. And I also stand up here celebrating all of the Black women and girls who have marched, organized, and paved a way for me to run fully into my potential. And I look to you all, and I see you all here ready and eager to create new definitions for yourselves, new ways of seeing and painting the world around you. And my hope is that you have found things here at UW to help you envision a world without limitations for yourself within your lifetime. No matter where life takes you after this, I hope that this moment can remain a common thread of inspirations for us all to remain steadfast in our ambitions, even if you lose yourself along the way. I can't say enough about my lessons learned here, but like my undergraduate journey, my time has come to an end, and all I can leave in this space is my gratitude and commitment to doing what I can to motivate and transform and bring transformation to my community. Until we meet again, congratulations and on Wisconsin. Thank you, Ms. Jewell. We have held many identities during our time at UW-Madison, and today we cross the threshold from students to alumni. It's an identity that is ours for the rest of our lives, connecting us to each other, to the generations that have come before, and to the generations yet to come. And as of today, the Wisconsin Alumni Association is no longer for other people. Now it's for us, the dreamers, the creators, the fighters, the peacemakers, the artists, the scientists, the pioneers, the protectors, the leaders, the Badgers.
You are a Badger. Everything you are has brought you to this day. You are a reflection of your outer experiences and your inner spark. You are the embodiment of the things you've done and the things you've yet to do. So keep being you, and whatever comes next, we'll be here. Welcome to Alumnihood.
At this point in our program, I'm pleased to acknowledge those bachelor degree candidates who have distinguished themselves scholastically by ranking in the top 20% of their school or college, or by participating in the honors program. These graduates are attired with honors stoles, solid cardinal red, or white with red chevrons. I would like these distinguished graduates to rise as they are able, and to ask everyone to join me in recognizing their achievements. Pretty impressive, Badgers. Graduates, you may be seated. Chancellor?
Before we begin to confer the bachelor's degree candidates, can we just give one more round of applause for our extraordinary student speaker, Jnae Thompson? And now we will confer our bachelor degree candidates. I call upon Glenda Gillespie, Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences.
Candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Gillespie.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Business Management, Bachelor of Science, Biological Systems Engineering, and the Bachelor of Science, Nutrition and Dietetics. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call on Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Robertson.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Naval Science, Bachelor of Science Biomedical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Engineering Mechanics, Bachelor of Science Engineering Physics, Bachelor of Science Environmental Engineering, Bachelor of Science Geological Engineering, Bachelor of Science Industrial Engineering, Bachelor of Science Material Science and Engineering, Bachelor of Science Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Nuclear Engineering. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science.
Candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Letters and Science will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Wilcox.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters and Science, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts Journalism, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science Applied Mathematics, Engineering, and Physics, Bachelor of Science Journalism, Bachelor of Social Work. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Terry Warfield, Senior Associate Dean of the School of Business.
Candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the School of Business will please rise as they are able.
Senior Associate Dean Warfield.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Business, I present these candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Education will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Hess.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science Art, Bachelor of Science Art Education, Bachelor of Science Dance, Bachelor of Science Education, Bachelor of Science Education Studies, Bachelor of Science Health Promotion and Health Equity, Bachelor of Science Kinesiology, Bachelor of Science Physical Education, Bachelor of Science Rehabilitation Psychology, and Bachelor of Science Theater and Drama. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Soyen Shim, Dean of the School of Human Ecology.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Human Ecology will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookinand.
Dean Shim.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Human Ecology, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Science, Community and Nonprofit Leadership, Bachelor of Science, Consumer Behavior and Marketplace Studies, Bachelor of Science, Consumer Finance and Financial Planning, Bachelor of Science, Human Development and Family Studies, Bachelor of Science, Interior Architecture, Bachelor of Science, Personal Finance, Bachelor of Science, Textiles and Fashion Design. Candidates will please remain standing.
All right, everybody. On the recommendation of the faculty and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, you will be admitted to the bachelor's degree appropriate to the courses you have completed. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Now, class of 2023, you have arrived at an important milestone, the moment when you transition from students to alumni. Tradition decrees that before degree conferral, candidates will wear their tassel on the right side of their mortarboard. After commencement, to symbolize your new status as graduates, your tassel is worn on the left. Graduates, this is the time to move your tassels. Congratulations to all our bachelor's degree candidates. Candidates will please be seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform, and let's give these graduates one more round of applause as we get ready to have them cross the stage.
College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Heron Rose, Caitlin Isabel Butterbaugh, Harrison Nelson Glenn, Erica Ann Nielsen, Paul Lyons, Evan Blazner, Rio Loya, Ariana Barajas, Lisbeth Davis, Riley Elizabeth Smith, Sarah Christensen, Justin Hintz, Ian Olds-Moret, Jenna Corinne Holler, McKenna Kathleen Brunig, Lauren Schroeder, Alexandra Jewel Fried, Elena Escobedo, Michael David Hensley, Roberto Alejandro Prince, He Chain Yang, Andy Chang, Jane Marie Kohler, Finian O'Brien, Peyton Gehring, Carly Van Dorsten, Haley Hopi, Emily Schwartz, Lauren Elizabeth Elder, Sam Van Valen, Kylie Robbins, Ivy Lucier, Lily Hames, Natalie Zepps, Katrina Schnorr, Yue Chu, Kirsten Hurd, Erin Michelle Conter, Carter O'Brien, Constantine Bench, John Riley O'Neill, Fanyi Mo, Kendra Marie Gillette, Dane Ludlam, Maxim Peckenschneider, Will Kwok, Samuel Amushan, Nicolette Werley, Harish Sugumar, Ethan James DeKelver, Corinne Antonetti, Mitchell Aldridge, Chandler Yoshbach, Brady Mandela, Evan Freed, Cole Ruffron, Tanner Tremaine, Bethany Foss, Jack Jentz, Alex Monson, Nicholas Naden, Abigail Frisinger, Danny Leigh Beedbender, Jacob Werner, Christopher Young, Grace Drexel, Inez Benganyan, Fletcher Haas, Mara Kwarn, Bailey Schaefer, Krista Paris, Courtney Mullenberg, Kaylee Satterfield, Corey Vickery, Zachary Schmidt, Gabriel Freibauer, Kramer Gladden, Allison Lopina, Kara Vingy, Tiffany Crystal Gurges, Connor Brown, Morgan Monty, Caitlin Monty, Quad Handy, Marissa Gerritsen, Mitchell Krudunowitz, Jasper Block, Molly Balch. School of Business, Ching Hung Chi, Rebecca Lynn Cox, Alexandra Julia Avolio, Riley Morrison, Hayden Rucci, Evan Bishop, Carl William Ashworth, Sheeta Ye, Jonathan Michael Olander, Mason Lamb, Nick Kempf, Peter Vandy Zandy, Amanda Marie Velvey, Skylar Melmans, Grace Satori, Jack Henry Kraus, Jun Shun Lee, Anushka Gupta, Zhentin Huang, Zichen Huaring, Elton Rodriguez, John Wires, Caitlin Marie Shosky, Tianyo Yan, Jimmy Schatz, Brady Butler, Dwight Kaler, Zachary Geisler, Sam Brotherton, Oliver Schmidt, Adam Spencer, Mason Binder, Brittany Allen, May Buddes, Eric Yo, Youngju Park, Josh Martin, Creed Kane, Rizian Skenderi, John Buckle, Jacob Schulte, Carlina Schultz, School of Human Ecology, Bajong Vang, Spencer Draghi, Trayton Wadig, Garrett Gorecha, Maria Guerrero, Haley Witt, Bethany Olson, Morgan Stieber, Sophia Irene Paras, Alexandra Barnes, Jack Hagan, Olivia Marsden, Riley Olson, Lauren Stolnewerk, Jasmine Wong, Lisa Lohr, Samuel Goff, Kang Dite, Kyle Bakken, Jada McDuffie, Max Keenan, Lucy Weber, Gabriel Greenwood, Gavin Bartelt, Dorothea Zydek, Samantha Krupe, Lindsay Van Egren, Miles Reel, Yaking Deng, Esmeralda Sanchez, Noah Reinkober, Isabel Schmidt, Timothy Schneider, Catherine Elizabeth McConville, Alondra Abraham, Diana Garcia, Yiji Liu, Peyton Nicole Bannon, Jacob So, Kelsey Barber, Emily Bradley, Brady Paulskill, Nicholas Ruxcock, Alex Niman, Drew Coben, School of Education, Paola Sanchez, Alyssa McClelland, Gabriana Salo, Ann Jenke, Jason Yija, Emma McKellen, Zachary Schaefer, Ian Grundez, Cole Hooper, Olivia Freegan, Hunter Ershili, Shija Liao, Kate Brandstatter, Alex Christina Vulgaris, Taylor Patrice Gilling, Rachel Anderson, Granit Quartor, Andrew Stone, Peyton Krabeck, Matthew Herster, Cora Rose Grover, Grace Meyer, Payla Lee, Shi Huan Yu, Matthew Eggers, Madison Page Delevec, Tatum Richard Grass, Simon Yamat Stager, Leah Grace Morley, Chloe Maria Tatro, Mason Toft, Mingyu Lee, Lauren Langberg, Lee Kresnicki, Joseph Benjamin Wopat, Andrew Roberts, Seamus McDonald, Joseph David Gam, Anna Christina Gallardo, College of Engineering, David Purcell, Michael Kerwin, Evan James Henry, Joseph Stoa, Sean Stewart Sanders, Michael Christopher Meek, Renee Marie Tortolet, Mason Morrow, Jae-Wo Huang, Christopher Eli Alvarado, Ethan Jones, Rowan Eilenberg, Kathleen Margaret Sparrow, Douglas States, David Soon, Nicholas Cargila, Diego Nunez, Natalie Skist, Brianna Fay, Natalie Schuler, Anna Coe, Christina Marie Niguet, Thomas Wilson, Juliana Tull, Cameron Han, Jenna Marquinez, Jacqueline Walters, Sebastian Bryce, Alyssa Larshide, Paige Dolavet, Ethan Gerald Jigar, Eleda Bergen Roldheaver, Christian Torres, Jason Yogerst, Jacob Didio, Violet Sewer, Avery Jacob Kendall, Scott Nelson, Soraya Santhan Thatanarusu, Ian D. Pazra, Brody Huss, Lucas Smith, Carson Evenstad, Sean Barada, Chanul Kim, Ian Lodes, Luke Marty,
Kartikeya Rana, Manan Raul Agrawal, Pearson Chu, Marie Aurore Jane Landel, Gabriel Hammond, Benjamin Ross Craven, Taylor Fibikar, Devin Cole Watson, Chase Hansen, Anthony Nardini, Justin Grudem, Isaac Wellens, Annika Rosbo, Sarah Fear, Benjamin Baki, Reed Dumbald, Taiying Vaiying, Kabalatan Kulachevan, Ray Fang, Zachary Zimmerman, Kellen Gerard Heinzen, Michael Warnchess, Kaylin Shizel, Will Friedrich, John Karanahan, Anu Taylor, Hulegan Gossman, Isabel Fleming, Kendra Nelson, Gabriella Setyawan, Sydney Tong, Daniel Kuchekinyea, Sophia Akatova, Andrew Choi, George Yane, Jacob Armstrong, Lily Mass, Lily Glocken, Patrick Penny, Brian Semin, Nick Edwards, Evan Gersh, Hunter Goff, Christian Ortman, Thomas Steele Schultz, Simon Daniel Hurst, Lucas Borkin, Grace Romanek, Isabella Rivera Sigmund, Corey Osbernson, Jacob Reynolds, Rachel Heck, Sarah Pelletier, Karina Booth, Prakriti Lahiri, Jacob Canus, Samuel Roosh, Zachary Wilcox, Hunter Butkowski, Alex Blumendal, Judd Peterson, Gustav Peterson, William Morris, Casey Molke, Allison Fisher, Wafi Bakswan, Thumar Alsadoun, Jacob Service, Chase Yankowski, Josh Waking, Owen Walsh, Dylan Schindler, Michael Wright, Cameron McCary, Apoorv Pandey, James Sandine, David Sung Kwan, Bronze Geisler, Claire Knack, Piper Bailey, Brendan Elvidge, Vincent Guardiola, Brittany Lane, Wassam Sharufna, Adam Weigel, Andrew Thompson, Anthony Heindick, Tom and Thomas, Jack Hilt, Kevin Kuserda, Jared Hansen, Tyler Lindemann, Lauren Gertchen, Jang Hong Lee, Elizabeth White, Marco Sandoval, Will Nelson, Graham Helds, William Murray, Jacob Kafer, Jacob Kreiter, Dawson Lee Pravacek, Jason Aliala, Porter Garst, Andres Quintanal, Jacob Rothke, Ava Schmidt, Christopher Raymond, Christina Waterbury, Zhongyong Sim, Pei Yi Soon, Maddie Douglas, Maya Pardanaki, Aaron Rice, Chen Venquaisan, Dan Ling Duong, Miranda Salazar, Zirei Zhou, Jingshen Kai, Haiwan Wu, Menyuan Hao, Wen He, John Xiang Ren, Chipen Jeans, Hanji Liu, August Lin, Scarlett Huan, Alosia Umpao, Zhanzhu Ma, Jin Gao, Chen Pang, Yujian Zhou, Kiki Wu, Haoji Byun, Moshtaba Javid, Christian Gomez. Cameron Muff, Yonche Cho, Fuchi Zhang, Vinay Deshmukh, Suraya Teja Anumolu, Abi Naguri, Ashley Singh, Anya Leonaluzzi, Lucas Chow, Daniel Edward Volk, Ryan Merwald, Dylan Stowers, Jaden Reismer, Matthew John Schneider, Nicholas Kuntz, Kaylin Krejci, Elizabeth Ruby Donner, Moya August Corpella, Joshua Timothy Reinke, Evan Fasatko, Kayla Troney, Nicholas Bergman, Caitlin Neiman, Lee Chung, Mary Margaret Riker, Harrison Kiffel, Kaylee DeVault, Abigail Marie Casimir, Rachel Zern, Matthew Grant, Jonathan Gulker, Samuel Galante, Scott Thomas Bredigan, Henry Walter Byers, Elliot St. Amour, Roy Grossnickel, Connor Roy Grossnickel, Sharon Ann McNamis, Ella Grace Reineman, Megan Andrews, Elle Cooper, Kayla Sarah Epstein, Corinne Sievert, Elizabeth Brown, Colin Jack Hardigan, Caitlin Hardigan, Ellie Gordon, Michael Zandi, Bryce Tedding, Joseph Schwartz, College of Letters and Science, Daura Saif, Shin-Young Kim, Jaebin Huang, Jade Victoria Haas, Isabel Gelker, Mohammed Aladdin Abel Hamid, Abnav Mitra, Jonathan Bryan, Rachel Cartha, Stephanie Huang, Eric Scar, Abigail Hansen, Manisha Pillai, Kavna Belliger, Dakota Dotson, Alex Page, Robert Wheatley, Michael Marshall Talon, Dominic Meyer, Ray Xuan Ko, Daniel Dunk, Wu Teao, Michael Horan, Wyatt Taylor,
Free Palestine!
Haisa Mohammed Rawi, Dane Laufer, Charles Bach, Aaron Seth Keehan, Gianna Lanto, Brett Falk, Arko Chatterjee, Tristan Huyandon, Ocean Ewing, Elijah Alvarez, Madeline Bittman, Jacob Wadeniski, Julia Greshik, Jin Liu, Patrick Harmon Goolsby, Mariana Lynn Kapp, Cassandra Rose Silverman, Kylie Marie Holenstein, Nietzsche Wang, Gabrielle Gunther, Cleo Seidel, Nolan Jenkinson, Kayla Julianne Halverson, Madeline Stone, Jnae Thompson, Alicia Fuchentesi, Min Gu Lee, Jen Sang Kim, Winnie Zhao, Anthony Bruger, Ye Lim Young, Zhang Yon Han, Ye Jin Lee, Shea Ruli, Max Hartke, Emma Catherine Watka, Maddie Haugen, Francesca Marfori, Yuhan Shi, Yitong Lee, Sydney Hawk, Rohit Singhal, Ethan Jones, Reed Stickles, John Michael Dinger, Shu, Lucas Shu, Jeremiah Lipscomb, Anthony Rickey, Devin Harris, Alex Coronado, Mesa Ale, Ashna Bansal, Thomas Jason Bruner, Rhodus Johnson, Giovanni Pace, Isaac Matthew Townsend, Janavi Chattery Mataparty, Jonah David Pawazik, Rebecca Kempfer, Tian Cheng Siong, Soha Standa Pantula, Prasen Guragi, Christopher Durjak, Clove Rewi, Nick Lin, Yo Huang, Sahana Sturbatz, Megan Jean Gordon, Lydia Ruthie, Mackenzie Jarkow, Ishka Akula, Julie Anik, Maren Schmick, Donald Heinsohn, Isabel Montes de Oca, Aspen Obleski, Reiki Amos, Ashton Kundert, Courtney Gordon, Yuji Zhang, Eve Runquist, Jie Yi Liu, Zhecheng Yang, Zifu Wang, Mulin Yang, Zhuya Ma, Yizhuan Lu, Hong Yu Fu, Kwang Yan, Stephanie Martinez, Ryan Walker Almeida, Alan Chen, Jason Fu, Jason Lee, Yakov Siegel, Shane Larson, Cameron Mirza, Graham Setzenbach, Jason Lim, Anthony Reese, Yiting Zhu, Kinar Simhadri, Naif Abdullah, Lei Quan Chu, Liu Huan, Jin Wan Park, Chang Ye Han, Kyung Un Cho, Nicholas Woodhouse, Muzi Zhu, Zuya Ling, Akash Reddy Mulupuli, Bryn Hartnett, Matthew Sims, Andrew Tran, Jody Ritchie, Daekyun Kin, Donghwan Oak, Hye Won Kim, Caitlin Bailey, Jacob Hansen, Cade Hotman, Ushwin Debnuth, Gabriel Drucker, KJ Lefebvre, Avinashki Koa, Patrick John Wilcox, Haetong Wang, Connor Walker, Catherine Thickens, Jack Quaylen Milligren, Serenity Alexandra Robinson, Lindsay Mahoney, Guante Kim, Andrew Thomas Riley, Monique Smink, Muzi Lee, Kanu Kulita, Jaishun Lee, Chengyi Yang, Wai Ching Li, Zhuyao Lu, Nanyi Jiang, Teho Li, Sophia Tanzi, Grace Dimmer, Nathaniel Lecter, Jeremy Zhang Guan Lim, Ellie Dunn Anzik, Philip John Loveland, Julia Laura Hybert, Catherine Patterson, Megan DeBow, Delaney King, Leonard Suarez, Nick Leidy, Mohammed Abdi Halem, Stephen Johnson, Noah Struby, Grace Catherine Green, Lily Ann Hankley, Maya Rose Hankley, Hyunju Park, Hee-Jun Kim, Minji Hong, Christian Arthur Davis, Alicia Marie Kirchhoff, Song Jin Kim, Jordan Weed, Katarina Lee Wickman, Dylan Warnecki, Rachel Schumacher, Madison Weiner, Rosie Rohr, Ethan McKellips, Sarah Ann Scalzo, Sierra Rose Brill, Megan Elizabeth Hawley, Abigail May Kittleson, Xunyang Liang, Lauren Sia, Maggie Bartig, Julia Palmatier, McKenna Nelson, Jacob Coulomb, Valerie Nicole Hultgren, Abigail Mail DeRoche, Olivia Masterson, Shuyan Guo, Evelyn Toller, Nandan Padmanabha, Patrick McCarty, Alexander Klunder, Eliza Rushlau, Brian Kyon, Logan Burkholtz, Gabe Dave Fannin, Mia St. Clair Hughes, Cesar Garcia, Yuvan Sundarab Mitri, Sarah Kaiska, Luke Wheeler, Turin Hansen, Beth Henshaw, Bryce Sheedy, Alex Regner, Cody Geraci, Megan Berg, Vincent Rougerie, Isabel Colazzo, Zach Dyer, Jack Walter, Neha Taluri, Addison Yake, Kate Chapman, Julia Clovier, Kayla Goddison, Girvas Degbaji, Mark Gooden, Rishi Angarwal, James Lee, Linbo Tang, Zaquan Tang, Yihiji Liho, Isabel Sham, Traying Lenma Huang, Claire Ann Merkel, Emma Bubbitz, Alex Xia, Daniel Cameron Mirza, Jessica So, Zoe Guderin, Fun Jun Jo, Yismen Ye, Donald Glenn Conway, Andrew Wilcox, Lisa Alia Yi Zhang, Seongyeon Oh, Jiashu Chu, Peishi Li, Victoria Elisali Tui, Talia Maria Bergerson, Isabel Rose Ziguier, Eleanor Lack, Cece Grabowski, An Tran, Braden Burtz, Nicholas Kowalski, Maria Siddiqui, Rabia Ahmed, Lauren Hefcock, Hope Offerdahl, Alyssa Pearl Shack, Ethan William Frydenland, Alex Schmelzer, Macy Lee, Yaining Jia Yu, Yuan Shi, Xingbang Liao, Brandon Kelly, Timothy Velker, Amanda Stazenki, Margaret Afshar, Alicia Namugi, Gusi Ayu Kalyana Panyadita, Wen Ting Chong, Yun Yu Tan, Sophia Arden, Zichin Chang, Amanda Lumberg, Rihanna Kenzie, Evan Bauer, Xiaijang Ku, Kelly Morello, Grace Greschel, Teddy Joe Killen, Chitosi Takeda, Miho Kobayashi, Sophie Keene, Ziroi Guo, Benjamin Spielem, Gary Salmela, Yuzhou Wen, Rebecca Jen Sands, Julia DiNapoli, Zinran Ji, Catherine Lee, Jane Malada Straka, Alexis Mackenzie Thompson, Aizunk Cole, Rachel Lang, John McHugh Grindle, Amanda Louise Barrett, Leah Fagan, Megan Prawl, Emma Speck Wayne, Lillian Kreiser, Conrad Kohlmeyer, Megan Kelly, Wyatt John Yesterson, Matthew Frederick, Nathan James Neitzel, Tyler Benjamin Edelman, Matthew Harrington, Boyan Sun, Joseph Michael Eads, Michael Dosh Berkey, Jack Blake, Nathaniel Liu, Satya Samal, Bryn Sproul, Abby Whitaker, Zachary Argel Knapp, Yanni Sun, Mark Vosfeld, Antonio Galarza, Sonia Nankin, Trinity Carol Laram, Brandy Renee Nobles, Harper Rhodes, Matthew Liu, Vincent Garth, Cameron Zach, Hong King Wang, Natalie Catalina Jacobson, Samantha Yang, Kaylee Marie Klug, Patrick Comiskey, Zachary Waltzman, Joseph Metropoulos, Gokul Balanji, Ethan Jeffrey Wijaya, Raul Correa Barazza, Michael O'Keefe, Gareth Vang, Isabel Schmidt, Skylar Sadashny, Ki Wu, Thomas Zelikowski, Bai Chuan Ni, Yu Ji, Xin Yi, Sawyer Dam, Ruhu Aurora, Rawawan Humudi, Lena Mohammed Mahmood, Emma Ellis, Michael Woodward, Noah Avery, Jay No, Brian Fulton, Ann Drew, Maxwell Curran Weisner, Garrett Krieger, Henry Means, Yikai Zhang, Wenbol Jim, Xin Gu, Will Cerny, Meng Hao Zhao, Trevor Johnson, Catherine Labarge, Jack Gundrum, Yifan Ren, Nathaniel Yang Zhang, Xiong He, Jingyu Ding, Omar Gonzalez, Trevor Sellers, Tyler Leluzerne, Daniel Zhao, Sean Zhang, A.J. Rottenberg, William Brodacek, Lee Seipel, Brian Mulhern, Samuel Toshwer, Hina Suzuki, Abigail Leadham Dampier, Illa Ruth Schrecker, Si Ying Ku, Meng Sun, Pu Jin Ho, Michael Morway, Harry Finnegan Mingrone, Jack Lukak, Samuel Marteau, Jonathan Hollander, Zhu Kim Chen, Jonathan Woronowitz.
You know what to do! Let's have one more giant congratulations to all of our graduates, as well as the family members and friends whose support and encouragement made this proud day possible. Congratulations, class of 2023. And last but not least, to conclude our celebration today, please join the university's Mead Witter School of Music Commencement Band in the singing of our alma mater varsity. And congratulations and on Wisconsin. Mm-hmm.